Hello students, in previous lecture we have discussed about various auto electrical systems which are used in a vehicle. In this module we will learn about different auto electrical equipments and tools which are used in diagnosis of electrical defects in a vehicle. So let's get started with the lecture. So these are the major learning outcomes from this lecture. After the completion of lecture, you will be able to understand different auto electrical equipment which are used for diagnosis of a electrical defect in a vehicle, and you will be able to use those equipment. So the first electrical equipment is wire stripper. A wire stripper is a small handheld device which is used to strip the electrical insulation from electric wires. A simple manual wire stripper is a pair of opposing blades much like scissors or wire cutters as shown in the figure. The addition of a center notch makes it easier to cut the insulation without cutting the wire. This type of wire stripper is used by rotating it around the insulation while applying pressure in order to make a cut around the insulation. Since the insulation is not bonded to the wire, it then pulls easily off the end. This type of wire strippers can be used on wires of any size. Another type of manual wire stripper is very similar to the simple design previously mentioned, except this type has several notches of varying size. This allows the user to match the notch size to the wire size, thereby eliminating the need for twisting. But it can only be used on wire sizes that approximately match one of the notches. Once the device is clamped on, the remainder of the wire can simply be pulled out, leaving the insulation behind. Next element is crimper. So the crimping is joining two or more pieces of metal or other ductile material by deforming one of the both or both of them to hold the other. The bend or deformity is called crimp. The metals are joined together via a special connector. Stripped wire, often stranded, is inserted through the correctly sized opening to the connector, and a crimper is used to tightly squeeze the opening against the wire. Depending on the type of connector used, it may be attached to a metal plate by a separate screw or bolt, or it could be simply screwed on using the connector itself to make the attachment like an F connector. So the crimper is as shown in the figure. Next tool is soldering iron. So a soldering iron is a hard hand tool used in soldering. It supplies heat to the melt so that it can flow into the joint between two workpieces. A soldering iron is composed of a heated metal tip and an insulated handle. Heating is often achieved electrically by passing an electric current supplied through an electrical cord or battery cables through a resistive heating element. Cordless irons can be heated by combustion of gas stored in a small tank, often using a catalytic heater rather than a flame. Simple irons, less commonly used today than in the past, were simply a large copper bit on a handle heated in a flame. Solder metals melts at approximately 185 degrees Celsius, and soldering irons are designed to reach a temperature range of 200 to 480 degrees Celsius. Soldering irons are most often used for installation, repairs, and limited production work in electronics assembly. High volume production lines use other type of soldering methods. Large irons may be used for soldering joints in sheet metal objects. Less common uses include pyrography, that is burning designs into wood, and the plastic welding as an alternative to ultrasonic welding. Next tool is multimeter. A multimeter is a measuring instrument that can be measure multiple electrical properties. A typical multimeter can measure voltage, resistance, and current, in which case it is also known as a volt-ohm milliammeter. Analog multimeters use a micrometer with a moving pointer to display readings. Digital multimeters have numeric displays and have made analog multimeters obsolete as they are cheaper, more precise, and more physically robust than analog multimeters. A multimeter is the combination of a DC voltmeter, AC voltmeter, ammeter, and ohm meter. An unamplified analog multimeter combines a meter movement, range resistors, and switches, VTVMs, are amplified analog meters and contain active circularity. For an analog meter movement, DC voltage is measured with a series resistor connected between the meter movement and the circuit under test. A switch, usually rotary, allows greater resistance to be inserted in a series with a meter movement to read higher voltage. The product of the basic full-scale deflection current of the movement and the sum of the series resistance and the moment on resistance is gives the full scale voltage of the range. As an example, a meter movement that requires 1 milliampere for a full scale deflection with an internal resistance of 500 ohm would on a 10 volt range of multimeter have 9500 ohm of series resistance. For analog current ranges, matched low resistance shunts are connected in parallel with the meter movement to divert most of the current around the coil. Again, for the case of hypothetical 1 milliampere 500 ohm movement on a 1 ampere range, the shunt resistance would be just over 0.5 ohm. Next equipment is continuity tester. A continuity tester is an item of electrical test equipment used to determine if an electrical path can be established between 2 points. That is, if an electrical circuit can be made. The circuit under test is completely de-energized prior to connecting the apparatus. The tester consists of an indicator in series with a source of electrical power, normally a battery, terminating in two test leads. If a complete circuit is established between the two leads, the indicator is activated. The indicator may be an electric light or a buzzer. This led to the term buzzing out of the circuit, which means to the test for continuity. Audible continuity buzzers are beepers built into some models of multimeters, and the continuity setting is normally shared with the ohm meter setting. A popular design has the tester combined with a standard flashlight, a phone connector, or a jack plug in the rear of the unit permits a set of two leads to be plugged in, effecting a quick conversion between the two applications. For situations where continuity testing must be done on high resistance circuits or where delicate conductors or sensitive components that might be damaged by excessive current are present, a low voltage, low current device must be used. These typically use of an amp and watch batteries to drive an LED as an indicator. These testers can be exquisitely sensitive. For example, they will indicate if the two test points are taken by both hands. Next is timing light. A timing light is a stroboscope used to dynamically set the ignition timing of an Otto cycle or similar internal combustion engine equipped with a distributor. Modern electronically controlled passenger vehicle engines require use of a scan tool to display ignition timing. The timing light is connected to the ignition circuit and used to illuminate the timing marks on the engine's crankshaft, pulley or flywheel. With the engine running, the apparent position of the marks frozen by the stroboscopic effect indicates the current timing of the spark in relation to piston position. In reference pointer is attached to the flywheel or other fixed point, and an engraved scale gives the offset between the spark time and the top dead center position of the piston in the cylinder. The distributor can be rotated slightly until the reference pointer aligns with the specified points of the timing scale. Fuel injected engines or engines with microprocessor controls may require special procedures to allow basic spark timing to be observed without control effects from the engine computer. On most automotive engines, the timing is set based on the number 1 cylinder. In few cases, an engine is timed off another cylinder, such as in the International Harvester V8 engines, which use number 8, and the Isuzu 4Z series 4 cylinder, which is timed off the number 4 cylinder, or the 3 cylinder shaft 2-stroke engine, which is timed on the middle, that is number 2 cylinder. Next tool is automotive lead set. High tension leads or high tension cables or spark plug wires or spark cable plug cables are the wires that connected a distributor, ignition coil or magneto to each other of the spark plugs in the some type of internal combustion engines. High tension lead or cable is also used for any electrical cable carrying a high voltage to in any context. Tension in the instance is a synonyms for voltage. High tension leads, like many engine components, wear out over time. Each lead contains only one wire, as the current does not return through the same lead, but through the earth or grounded engine which is connected to the opposite battery terminal, that is negative terminal on modern engines. High tension may also be referred as HT. Next equipment is spark tester. A test light, test lamp, voltage tester or mains tester is a piece of electronic test equipment which is used to determine the presence of electricity in a piece of equipment under test. A test light is a simpler and less costly than a measuring instrument such as multimeter, and often suffices for checking for the presence of voltage on a conductor. Properly designed test lights include features to protect the user from accidental electrical shock. Non-contact test lights can detect voltage on insulated conductors. Next electrical equipment is tachometer. A tachometer, which is also called as revolution counter, is an instrument measuring the rotation speed of a shaft or disc, as in a motor or other machines. The device usually displays the revolutions per minute, that is RPM, on a calibrated analog dial, but digital displays are increasingly common. Tachometers or revolution counters on cars, aircrafts and other vehicles shows the rate of rotation of the engine crankshaft and typically have marking indicated a safe range of rotation speeds. This can assist the driver in selecting approximate throttle and gear setting for the driving conditions. Prolonged use at high speeds may cause inadequate lubrication, overheating, exceeding capability of the cooling system, exceeding speed capabilities of sub part of the engine, for example spring retracted valves, thus causing excessive wear or permanent damage or failure of the engine. This is more applicable to the manual transmission than to automatics. On analog tachometers, speeds have maximum safe operating speeds are typically indicated by an area of the gauge marking in red, giving the rise to the expression of redialing on engine, reviving the engine up to the maximum safe limit. Most modern cars typically have a revolution limiter which electronically limits engine speed to prevent damage. Diesel engines with traditional mechanical injector systems have an integral governor which prevents overspeeding the engine. So, the tachometers in vehicles are machinery fitted with such engines sometimes lack a red line. So, these were the some of the electrical equipments which are used in the diagnosis of the electrical defects in a vehicle. Thank you.